A very good morning to all. Welcome to maths class. We are returning back after a very long vacation. I hope you have not forgotten the tables, the basic concepts which you needed to revise. Now, today, what we are going to study is a part of geometry. We are going to study about a closed figure, circular in shape, and we name it as circle. As you can see, geometry is considered as a very important field of life because it is also used in our daily life. A circle is an important shape in geometry. You can see there are circles all around us in the real world. You may have come across many objects in a daily life which are round in shape, such as wheels of a vehicle, bangles, dials of many clocks, coins of denominations 50 paisa, 1 rupee, 5 rupee, buttons of the shirts. These are daily life examples of circle. Circle plays a very important role in our day-to-day life. We always have a question that when we are calculating something, is it applied in our daily life? This use of circle is a live example and application of circle in our daily life and shows how important it is. So, this lesson provides you an opportunity to apply your knowledge and understanding of the area and circumference of a circle to real life situation. Area is the space occupied by a circular region, and circumference, like how we have perimeter for different geometrical objects. Perimeter is sum of all the sides. But since circle has no sides, we term circumference to be the perimeter for circle. So the knowledge of area and circumference can be applied to the real life situation in this chapter, and hence it has been introduced for 7th standard this chapter as circle. Before we start studying circle, we should know the parts of the circle. I'll just brief you these parts. Basically, we are learning this from 5th, 6th, and now in 7th also. Now, what is a radii? Radii is the plural form of radius. A radius is a line joining the center of the circle to any point on the circumference. When you draw a circle using a compass, the point that you place on the paper is called as the center of the circle. Radius is the line joining the center of the circle to any point on the circumference, and there are infinite radii. Chord is the line segment which divides the circle into two parts, and the endpoints of the chord lie on the circle. Diameter is exactly like the chord, but the difference it divides the circle exactly into two halves. Now we will exactly study what a radius, chords, and diameters are there in this circle. Now, radii, chords, and diameter. Look in the diagram and we will study the radii, chords, and diameter. Now we know the center of the circle is point O. So, if we have to find radii is the line joining the center of the circle. You can see OA, OB, OC, OF. These are the radii. I repeat, OA, OB, OC, OF. Now the chords CE, AD, AB and CF. Even the diameter is said to be a chord. Diameters are the largest chord. Now the diameters you can see AB and CF. These are the diameters. Now what do you exactly mean by a circumference of a circle? A very simple activity. Take a cylindrical bottle, place it on a paper and trace the outline of its base. What you get is a circle. Use a thread to measure the circumference of the circle. Measure the circumference of a bangle with the help of a thread. You can see how they are measuring the circumference using a thread. Measure the circumference of any cylindrical object using a thread. So this is how circumference can be calculated. As we have seen how circumference is measured, now we will learn the relationship between circumference and diameter. We will measure the circumference and diameter of the given objects and enter the ratio of circumference to its diameter in the table. You can see that the object is a bangle. If we assume that the circumference is 19 and diameter is 6, the ratio 19 upon 6. Again, a plate, circumference is 44, diameter is 14. Again the ratio 44 upon 14. You can see this lid, circumference is 24, diameter 7.6. You can see the ratio 24 upon 7.6. Now whenever we see the ratio, you will see that it is always 3.1, 3.1, 3.1. 6, 4, 5, the second decimal place, there are minor changes. Otherwise, the ratio of circumference and diameter is always constant. Only simple changes, and that too in the second place. So the ratio of circumference and diameter is also constant. This constant is represented by the Greek letter pi. So C upon D is always equal to pi, and this is not a rational number. A rational number is of the type, if P upon Q is a rational number, Q should not be equal to 0. So Greek mathematicians have proved through hard work that this is not a rational number. It is a fractional form. In practice, the value of pi is taken to be 22 upon 7 or 3.14, either of the one. If the value of pi has not been given, it is assumed to be 22 upon 7. Children, we have to remember this because 22 upon 7 is a very important concept. If R is the radius and D is the diameter and circumference is C, we can write circumference is equal upon diameter is equal to pi. We just calculated the ratio, so I can say C is equal to pi D. But diameter is 2 times R, so C is equal to pi into R, 2R, or C is equal to 2 pi R. So diameter is 2R and circumference is 2 pi R. I hope I am clear with the concept of relationship between circumference and diameter, which is always equal to pi. Thank you.